Hey Conk fam, I've been working on this cover for this Dick Tracy Monthly #1, and like I've shown, I have this area here that has lost gloss due to something being spilled on it. Now I've done a couple treatments and whatever is on there is gone. I don't really feel it anymore, but we have this kind of dead area with the gloss. Our buddy James has his ComiQClean surface sizing soap. It says ComiQClean is formulated to lift dirt out of the paper sizing and bring it to the surface, aid in comic cleaning and pressing. And it's supposed to help return some gloss back to your book. So I ordered this and the 7th stone, so I like his paper. And let's see what all we get in the box. I have a little makeup thingy. We have the ComiQClean 4-ounce bottle. A lot. We have a little syringe, which is good. Mine has, I have one of these, but my stopper is like lost friction in there. Some more paper, whole bunch of cotton rounds, and I actually noticed, I need to ask him where he's getting these cotton rounds, because I like these better than the ones that I have. Yeah, I need to ask him what cotton rounds he's buying. These are nice. Yeah, if you can see mine, here's the ones I use, and his has more of a texture to it. The other side looks kind of the same, but yeah, I'm gonna have to ask him. And he is on our Facebook conservation community group. You can reach out to him there. So I've got a couple of instructions here, assuming this one's for the ComiQClean, and this one looks like it's for the 7th stone. Got a little Mr. Clean thingy, and I did see one video and kind of a dryer sheet, but it's not really a dryer sheet because it doesn't have all the junk in it that you get a dryer sheet. So I'm gonna need to ask him where he gets these too for buffing, because I kind of like the roughness and probably do really good buffing. And that's it. All right, and then Jack is gonna come investigate. All right, we're gonna move that out of the way. We're gonna move some of this out of the way as Jack investigates. Something to press. All right, Jack. No. All right, we're not gonna mess with the 7th stone right now. He did a great visit with Liberty Hill and the group on their Sunday conservation, so I'm not going to go into this. It's going to be mainly for, I think, removing oils and stuff from paper, and see, it's pretty cool in the shape of the Infinity Stone, or glove, or gauntlet. There we go. And he said it in this state it could last for a while, but once you grind it up and stuff, he says it has shelf life about 3 months, and so he gives you this cool metal container, which I think is awesome, to keep your powder in. So only for, what do you got on your booty? Only for 7th stone powder. Don't use it for any other powder. All right, and we're gonna put that there. All right, dry clean, do not wet clean. Now I have wet cleaned this book the cover already. So I'm not sure if having the wet clean of me doing the calcium hydroxide bath is going to have any effect on me now using this. I have no idea. Put 1 milliliter in the center, so that's why he's got the syringe, so you can measure that out. With little to no pressure, wipe it across. Should see evaporate within seconds. Use a clean makeup afterwards. Wipe spine, blah blah blah. Wait 5 minutes for follow-up. Do any other dry clean, blah blah blah. Reevaluate. Do second application if necessary. Yes, the cover will curl up. We know that. And I've already lost my syringe. I moved things out of the way of Jack, and then I don't know where I put them. And then press it as normal. And you heard the press go off, so I have something in the press already. So we won't be able to press. But we're not going to start on the Captain Marvel. So we're going to say, it says, do not scrub, do not let sit on the comic, do not mix, and do not mix with peroxide while wet. That's a good idea. Don't mix peroxide with anything. Only mix peroxide with distilled water. If you mix peroxide and calcium hydroxide, then you actually break down the bonds between the two chemicals. And I think all you're left with actually is peroxide and distilled water afterwards. It breaks down completely the calcium hydroxide, but I'm not a chemist. All right. I have here, though, a jack. And a comic I use for a lot of things. I love this cover too. It's the day the red turned green. It even has a logo that is usually red. It's green. But it's got several spots here and stuff, and I use it for testing and for practice and things like that. I've already stolen staples out of it to use in another project. But yeah, really great practice book to do things with. So we are going to practice with this book. And Jack, I need my spot. We are going to take cutting around. We're going to take, I'm not sure if you're supposed to shake this or not. I don't know. Stop. I just moved you. Keep out of reach of children, blah, blah, blah. Don't put in your eyes. Don't swallow. All right, we're going to do a swirl. Instead of a shake, we'll do a swirl. And open up. All right. Milliliter. This is a 1 milliliter. All right, so this whole thing is a milliliter. Get it opened up. Don't need that. All right. So stick that in there. And we'll draw up 1 milliliter. All right, I'm going to start with a 1/2 milliliter. Kind of drip it around there. Then we'll drop another 1/2 milliliter. And I'm sure this, you can eyeball it versus using the syringe if you'd like. I'm sure that wouldn't hurt a thing. I think the point is you don't want your cotton round dripping wet. Okay. Which way we want to turn it? We'll turn it like that. It's this little area here. And we're going to do it a lot like we do, or exactly like we do our ComiQClean. Of course, I figured some inkage would come up on this book it is a Silver Age book. So you look at them wrong and ink comes up. But the main thing we wanted to see though, is about that glossage. All right, so we'll wipe the excess up, and of course you can see where the ink came up. All right. That is fine. Okay, I think it said put little to no pressure. You should see within a second. Use dry, absorbing excess. Wait 5 minutes. All right, so we're gonna wait 5 minutes and then we'll be back. It's been about 5 minutes. So around here is where we saw that little bit of dead spot. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna buffage with the cotton round. You know, well, I showed you in the box, there's other things, but buffage, cotton round. I don't remember how far we went over. I think it's mainly just this area, which is the area we want. Gonna buff. Little circles, happy little circles. Of course, we had ink loss. We knew we would. It's a Silver Age book. You look at it weird, you lose ink. Okay. And I knew we'd get a little bit of ink up on the cotton round because we've loosened the ink. Huh. It does look glossier. It does look glossier, and it does look like mostly that kind of dead spot is removed. I mean, you can see it a little bit, but very interesting. Huh. And it feels smoother. Feels smoother. All right. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Does that mean we're brave? We're brave enough to work on this little spot? We'll be brave. We'll be brave. All right. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to draw up. And that'll probably be enough for the small area we're doing. We'll see. I think it is. Because we're just wanting to do this little dead area right here. And we're going to follow the instructions. Okay. And I'm looking a little bit of ink coming up there. Okay. So, yeah. We've covered the area, right? Yep. Got that covered. And then we'll wipe it off. Okay. And we're going to let that sit and dry for about 5 minutes. Okay, this is about 5 minutes. Let's see. Now this area already had a little bit of ink loss from the whatever was spilt on it. So we knew that. Looks like no other ink is coming up though after our initial wipeage with the ComiQClean. A little bit of a tongue twister. ComiQClean. Alright, we only used it on this little area here. But huh. It looks like we did get some gloss back to that area. Very interesting. Huh. Well, I don't want to say it's magic, but I would have to say that we did get the gloss back to that area. That is very interesting. I noticed that piece flaked off a little bit. I mean, you just need to be careful, right? Be judicious with, with your usage. I mean, this is an old cover, 80 years old, roughly. It's got a lot of flakes and ticks and stuff, and we have done tear seals to it and everything. It hasn't had a final press yet. I had put it under a blue LED for a little bit to reduce a little bit of the stainage over here, but this was a problem area because we did have something that was spilled there. But I don't know, I think it was kind of a success. What do you think, Jack? I mean, it does look like, I'm trying to get, that we got gloss back to that area. All right. Well, I think it's another great tool to have in our toolbox. Yeah, please support James over there and yeah, see what your results are. All right. So with that, Jack and I are going to say experiment done, and we will check y'all out later. Bye.